time for fine-tuning the Ruvox. Max melee. Negative 35% max melee attack speed. Plus 15% attack speed on... Okay. Each enemy hit slam radius gain plus 4. Now I want slam radius initial. 30% combo count chance on finishers for 20 seconds. Reach times 3. Combo. Gain 1 midair jump. Abilities vulnerable status chance. Heavy attack efficiency for 20 seconds. I knew it. Brutal efficiency. Alright. What's kill 8 Eximus with his weapons and card and transmutation? That's fine. Alright. Instead of Seismic Palm, let's try Gaia's Tragedy. What? Oh, I gotta level it up first. But that Fracturing Wind would be... Whew! Fast multi-hit strikes with powerful finishers would be something else. Especially with Ash. Okay. I've seen the numbers go up for the damage output. So that's good. I have still 3 capacity to spend on something. Don't know what I would spend 3 capacity on. Guess a fucking basic ass reflex coil. Time to do next again. Should have taken Pudge off, because if he kills my Eximus, that would be annoying as shit. Pudge has been pretty good at not doing that, though. And having multiple Pudges is nice. Crowd control. Let's go.
Big bad should not be in here. Things in here.
Oh. Right, we need to be getting our... Oh, right, heavy attack and first. What the fuck, bro? Massive fist. Alright. I see you. That's insane. For exits. There's one. Ow. That's ridiculous. What has become of Ash? He's a monster. What? What the fuck? This is not where I wanted to be. There you are. That's insane. So slide attack. Slam. There's one. Oh. What? No, no, I didn't mean to go through that. That's fine. That's whatever. It's a monster. I don't know if this weapon would be better on Ash or if it would be better on... No, yeah, Ash, because you get the combo up so fucking quickly. Always being in Incarnate form.
Whatever that vessel wants you to do, I'm certain it's somehow connected to that smudged glyph.
I don't know if I like Gaia's Tragedy or if I like Seismic Palm. I want to try Fracturing Wind. How about I do that? I can't even put Blood Rush on it. It's the same critical chance. Better slide attack. Better damage? Is it seriously better damage? Oh shit, and I can still have Mentor's Legacy on here. That's... Oh, just because the difference is I don't have Blood Rush on it. Increase range and converts all impact damage to puncture at the cost of max attack speed. In incarnate form, heavy slam attacks impale nearby enemies for 1 second per combo multiplier. Cool. So we shall try. Gotta look at the combos. I don't think I can. So we'll try that now. What the fuck you mean evolution? I had this activated the whole time. What the hell? Kill 5 to 8 Agasmists with his weapons and card transmutation to get attack speed for 15 seconds, stacking up to 3. So 45% increase attack speed. Gain 5 movement per speed. No, I want that one. I'm not worried about movement speed because I teleport to the fucking enemies. You know what I mean? So I should make some squad energy restores though. 1 more hour. That's cool. Okay, let's do this again. This time with a different stance. Faster attack speed. At the cost of, not even at the cost of damage, it still does more damage than both of the other 2 attempts. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Reload! I love it. Don't kill him, Pudge. It doesn't help that I just had my Shadow Clone just fucking stab him 3 times, or punch him in the face 3 times, but it's whatever. This give me my level up. Level up with my availability. You're not an eggs in this. Where am I going? Oh, I'm back at the beginning. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, there you are, bitch. There's another one. I missed it. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh god. Oh my. That's absolutely brutal. Falcon punch. Yeah, exactly. That's... And especially partnering it with Ash's teleport multi-strike. Ridiculous. Mark all of these guys for death real quick. And join. Bitch. Bitch. God, the animation sucks against these guys, but... Arm cannon. Bitch. So you don't have to worry about movement speed if I'm teleporting. Whoop. I think he's dead, Pudge. No, he's not dead. He will be dead. Time to go. Oh no. Whew. That's crazy. And I do enjoy how... What faction am I fighting? This is called the... Whispers in the Walls. What are they called? I forgot what they're called. Rogue Kulervins or something like that? Calaverans? Yeah, it's a part of the most recent set of updates. If you know anything about like Albrecht and Trotty and all of them, and how they have like the situation happening on Damus. They got their laboratory and shit. Oh, they don't have a navigation menu. The Murmur. That's what they're called. The Murmur. My bad. Essentially, big bad guy, corrupted, ancient technology that hasn't seen the light of day for thousands of years or some shit. And, fighting that corrupted
Whatever that vessel wants
technology.
you to do, I'm certain it's somehow connected to that smudged cliff.
Got my arm cannon, I got my fists. Leveling up this fist. Oh yeah. Incarnate form. Level up. Let's get attack speed. What do I have to do next? Inflict 3 heavy attacks on scathing and mocking whispers in the Albrecht laboratories. Okay, cool. Do you know anything about Incarnate weapons? Weapons that have two forms and you change between them? I'm really proud of my build here. I want to talk about it if you know what Incarnates are. Ah, nah. Got hair in my mouth. Eh. Okay. Yeah, so the Onos, this new weapon here, it came out relatively recent. It's essentially an arm cannon that just blasts considerably, but if you get headshots, you charge it up, and it becomes... It's capable of launching fucking heat projectile, like a big-ass laser. It's essentially like the railjack heavy cannon, but on your arm. And then the Ruvox here, same difference, doing heavy attacks at a certain rate of combo, changes its form and makes them slower, but slam attacks will impale enemies when in the second form. So, in fact, I could just get rid of the Felarks. I don't need the Felarks on my class right now. There we go. And I need to go kill Scathing and Mocking Whispers, so that's what we're hunting down again in the same mission. Yep, using my Ruvox to deal with normal enemies, and I'm using the Onos to deal with flying and ridiculously overpowered enemies. And the reason why I'm using Ash with these weapons is because of combo count generation on clone attacks and teleportation. Then again, I have an ability called, what's it called? Wrathful Advance, which teleports me directly to an enemy and automatically uses my heavy attack. And for, I want to say 10 seconds? Yeah, 10 seconds afterwards, it empowers my critical strike chance and critical damage on my abilities, which means it just powers up the next attack over and over. Yeah. Bitch. And that's the Falcon Punch you keep seeing. Bitch. Alright, we need to be searching for this book though, so I can't just go killing shit. And then the shadow clones also do falcon punches. So I can do them from afar. Okay. That's the entrance. He's running around in circles. So yeah. Here, let me generate some headshots. So the Onos this is its normal form. Okay, but then in its Incarnate form, laser, wow. Yeah. And then normal punches. But then Incarnate for the fists. Large punches. And it's funny because if you're using the Onos and have the Incarnate form of the fists out, you pair them together and you get I feel like I'm becoming infected. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I'll let that thing go. I gotta find this book. Map. Accidentally finding Coco over here. That's not what I need. Book? Book in here at all? No book? Okay. No book in here? Nope. I know the books kind of spawn in on the outskirt kind of rooms. They don't just spawn anywhere. Offshoots. Offskirts? Offshoots. Whatever. English is difficult. Ah, here it is. That's one. That's two. That's three. Did it. Alright, time to kill it. Ow. 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 Hello, Rogue Void Rig. And I'm currently doing challenges required to unlock the five tiers of the incarning weapons.
Told you not to mess with it. I'm glad you're okay.
Alright, this one needs to die. Can't see me anymore. Ow! Focus touch, not me. Currently in this state. Alright. Get out of the way. Where's Pudge? Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to fall. Not dealing with another neighbor. Get out of here. I dislike the yellow of the fists though, so I might change it to like red or black. Damn, Pudge, you ruined the shot. Are you gonna chase me? Falcon Punch. I like that. Forever calling it that. Falcon Kick. No, I don't have Vovex. I can't do this. Woo! Melee retaliation. I don't need any more melee retaliations. I'll give him to Michael. I didn't mean to open up 70 crates, but I guess I did. I have messages.
Whatever that vessel wants you to do, I'm certain it's somehow connected to that smudged cliff.
Okay. So, I'm going to equip the next challenge of the Ruvox. I don't need more combo count. It's not an issue. Slam radius? Okay. "20 conduits and disruption armamatus." Ooh, that's easy. Let's just increase finisher damage. Because that'll increase damage on my clones. Should, anyway. I need arcane secondary. No. I mean, that would be brutal. I mean, arcane primary charger. No, I already have max arcane blade charger, which I'm not really utilizing at this point. I need something else that's going to benefit melee. I literally just looked at this. Why did I? Heal companion? No. It would have to be Arcane Fury. On critical hit, 60% chance for 180% melee damage to melee weapons for 18 seconds. But I don't have Arcane Fury. And then Cascadia Flare, yeah. Cool. Alright. Now we're taking a quick break for a second. And then we'll go back and then do the disruption missions. pro? No, I'm casual. What do you mean? Pro Warframe players. Hardcore, got a clan. I'm part of a 180-man clan. No. I'm kidding. Oh, and I have to be whatchamacallit, a host, so I gotta do this myself. Alright. Nope, only 160 logins and 600 hours in the game. Nowhere near pro status.
Tenno, if there was ever a time to find artifacts to donate to my plight, now will be that time. If I can't pay Hardo's diamonds soon, I'll lose the Laverian and all the knowledge stored within.
Systems up. You'll need the correct docket to open an arterial conduit. Start looking. Also, the conduits share the same technology that makes
What the fuck? Don't know why my melee didn't work for a second. That's exactly what I needed. Hello? What's up?
docket. Excellent. Look for a conduit with a matching gear. The mother have captured the dockets.
How do you do so much damage? Well, I mean, it depends.
That's it.
Like, what are you using? What are you trying to level up? And first off, you want to look at all your mod cards and level them up to max. The ones that you're using anyway for damage output. It really all depends on the type of weapon. Well, if you want to have damage output through status, which is like fire or heat and electricity and cold, you're going to want to level up those specific type of cards, like heat cards, level up to max and all that stuff, and then increase your status chance cards if you want to have more status per one weapon, or if you want to do like raw damage output, you go with critical chance and critical damage. It's very technical to explain. What am I doing? What key do I have? Oh, white. Okay. Here, you know what? I'm just gonna abort this mission real quick to explain it if you're sticking around. Quick little crash course. Yeah, what's your player mastery rank? Like, what? And what weapons are you currently trying to level up? I'll show you what I did. Let's look at, say, are you on PlayStation, computer, Xbox? Did I buy this Warframe? This specific one? No. I built him. I built Ash Prime. So, what is your player mastery rank, which is this top number here under your profile? Ah. I need a new Warframe that is rank 1. Can I make any new Warframes? It'd have to be Zephyr. In order to make Zephyr, I need... No, it would be Nezha. Or Dante. Oh damn, I actually am really close to making Dante. Master rank 5, okay. Have you completed... Let me check real quick. It shows a 5 if you hover over your name in the top left corner. Yeah, almost 6. Yeah, okay. Have you completed the first quest called... Where is it? Is it the Rising Tide? No. Vor's Prize. This one right here. You're really just starting out. So, if you haven't completed this quest, then all of the mod cards you're going to get are much weaker in comparison to the rest of the mods in the game. So, finish that first quest, Vor's Quest, or whatever it's called, Vor's Prize. Okay, cool. So, any mod card that says flawed, so I don't have one, but say, take this one for example. You look at it, it would say on equip, or right above the name, or right underneath the name on the card, it would say flawed or not. If it says flawed, they're pretty much weak, and you want to, depending on what it is, you want to get rid of it. Unless it's like flow, which is energy, but you want to get rid of it, and you're going to want to get new versions of those by just continuing to go through missions. And your next goal, after you've completed that quest, is to essentially unlock every mission node. Like, you went through E Prime, Mariana, Mantle. You want to unlock every mission node, as many as possible, and do the junctions to get your level up. Yeah, if it says flawed, F-L-A-W-E-D, do you sell them? I personally deconstruct them for endo. Unless they are ones that you're currently actively using. So, like, get rid of the repeats of them. Do you understand how, like, to read a mod card? I could also explain the mod cards. Dissolve for endo. Yeah. So you... Yeah. Any duplicate. So, like this one, I have 12 versions of this card. I select all of the duplicates except for one of them, so 11 out of 12, and then dissolve up here in this top right. And you dissolve them and you collect endo from dissolving them. 410 duplicates. Yeah. So if you press triangle, or what would be... Actually, I don't know Xbox. Is it X? Yeah, duplicates are the exact same thing, except not leveled up. The leveled up ones and the not leveled up ones are separated into two different spaces. So, like, if I leveled up shell compression here, I'd have another shell compression that's outside of the stack. For the instance, what weapon are you currently using? Alright, I could go in and explain the mods to you if you need some assistance with that. What primary weapon rank? So basically, you've been ranking up different guns to rank up my mastery. Yes, that's good. That's good. Rank up as many weapons as you possibly can. All of the ones that are available. Get your mastery up. Octavia Warframe. Okay. Octavia's pretty good. I don't have Octavia. Never used her. Let me look at her build. I'm assuming you have obtained Octavia through monies and or Amazon Prime or something, whatever it is. Let's see here. Passive, replenish energy over 30 seconds. Yep. Beat damage into nearby enemies, drawing their fire. Damage inflicted on the mallet increases its lethality. So crowd control, resonance ball, right? Grants buff, amp, decibel level, sound in the area. Use it to amplify damage. Doubles the damage. Okay. Oh, I own the blueprint to Octavia? Oh, yeah, but I don't have any of the pieces built. Okay, so let me just take the bow, for example. The Mark I Paris. This is just for example. Completely unranked. Now, let's go on over to the actual weapon and click upgrade. So, you're ranking up the Paris? Alright, cool. So, looking at its stats, it's got very high accuracy. It's completely silent, so it won't break stealth, blah blah. Critical chance. He does impact, puncture, and slash. Okay. So those are its basic things that are already built onto the bow. So let's look at this mod card. Alright. So you're looking at the card. You see how in the top left of the card that I'm looking at here, the Hush, there's that 2 with that little symbol on it. That implies how many of those mod cards you have. And on the top right of the mod card is what's called Drain. You probably have experimented a little bit with this already, but I'm not too certain. Drain will, when you put it on, it will subtract capacity. So you're putting on mod cards that will fit that much capacity. So if I put Drain and I put Ammo Drum, every time I do that, it's going to keep subtracting it. Right. Now, there's that little symbol next to the card, or next to that number in the top right. If I could highlight it, I can't highlight it. It's like right there. Sometimes weapons, okay, so like for the Mark 1 Paris, there is this little symbol right here on one of the slots. If you were to put the same matching symbol, it'll subtract a mod's drain in half, which equates to being able to put more mod cards on, or even higher level mod cards onto spaces. So you always want to match the drains together, and if you don't match the drains together, you will make a mod cost more than what it normally costs to put it on. So in this instance, we can put what's called Naramon onto this little mod slot here, and I could put Fast Hands, which is really good reload speed. Put that on there. Now, once you put a mod card onto a weapon and you press your equivalent of square, which is like down here, it'll open up the mod menu. And this mod menu shows all of the mods that you have on the weapon currently. You can click it and then go to Fusion, and this is where you level up your mods. So whilst looking at this card, you'll see the name, you'll see the drain, you'll see the mod slot that is made for, and then you'll see these little notches underneath. These little notches represent how many times a mod card can level up. You just press your equivalent to R1, which is what your right bumper, and every time you level up a card, it'll increase how much drain it costs, but it'll make the card better with what its effect is. And to level up mod cards, you need Endo, which is the stuff you were dissolving those duplicates for, and you need credits, which credits you get from practically everything in this game. Like everything you kill, everything you open up, you get a little bit of credits. So, for instance, for Fast Hands, I'm going to level it up 5 times. And I'm going to press square, and I'm going to infuse it. Hard to get? No. Endo is not necessarily hard to get. You get it from diffusing mod cards, you can get it from picking it up in missions, you can get it for rewards. It's relatively simple. It's just tedious, and you want to save as much of the Endo as possible and use them on cards that you actively use, as opposed to cards you know you're going to dissolve or throw away or give to other players. So for a unranked Mark 1 Paris, I put fast hands on it, which usually it costs 7 capacity in order to put. But if I put it on its mod slot, boom, it has increased the capacity. So I can put other things on it. So for the Paris, looking at its slash, puncture, and impact, my personal aspect of what I like is movement speed while aiming. Not necessarily. It doesn't tell you straight out if it's worth it to put on something. You want to think about how the weapon handles and functions. So this is a bow. Quiet shots, long range, very high accuracy. So you don't need to put anything that like silences the thing. Its magazine is 1 shot. So if you want to shoot multiple times without having to reload, well, I mean, I guess it's a bow. It doesn't really matter because the reload time is 0.4 seconds anyway. Oh, no, it's not. It's because of fast hands. You could say, say if you're using a shotgun and you want more ammo. So you're going to want to put an ammo efficiency and maximum ammo mod card onto it to increase how much ammo it has. Rifle aptitude is status chance. Serration is damage. So fast hands, quick movement speed, and overall damage output increase with serration. So this build currently increases its slash, puncture, and impact. Now if I want to get more of impact, puncture, and slash, I would upgrade serration or put on cards that also add slash, puncture, or impact. So if I just type in slash, only fast hands was upgraded. These ones aren't. You can upgrade them if you want. So for instance, a plus 15 damage will do that, but if I upgrade serration, I'll upgrade it 4 times. It puts it to plus 90, or 4 times is plus 75 damage, but increases its drain to 8, which means I can only put a limited amount of cards or upgrades of the cards I'm already using. But look at the damage. It went from 132.3 to 201.3. So now, if... Let me put on... Let's put some heat on. Why have you... What? What do you mean? Now that you've seen you've been dying so much? Oh. Yeah. So going in and upgrading, for instance, this is base Ash Prime. This is a bad example. Let me choose someone that's basic. Let's choose a Volt. Volt is a starter. What about my Prime? Prime just equates to having more mod capacities or mod selections right off the bat. Like the what are they called? I forgot what they're called. For my Prime, it depends on the type of build that or type of Warframe. So for instance, Ash, the reason why, or for Ash's build, I have him set up for ability strength This one right here is ability strength plus 30. This one's plus 72 ability strength. This is ability efficiency, health, maximum amount of energy, and then generate energy per second, and then another energy per second, and then another ability strength. And that's because I mainly focus on his abilities of teleport, go invisible, and assassinate people. And the assassination damage output is based off of ability strength and my melee weapon combined. So for like Volt, if you're trying to go super quick and super speedy, you're gonna want like movement speed. You just type in speed, like rush, boom, sprint speed increased. Yeah. Different Warframes are focused on different things. So like Ivara here is all about using bows. No, you don't need to unequip it, and that's one thing to pay attention to is if you have one fast hands card, you can put that one fast hands card on every weapon. Though if you were to increase its capacity or its drain, I mean, and that goes over the capacity of one of the weapons that it's on, it will take that card off of that weapon. So what if, so for instance, fast hands, there, I have 0 capacity on this weapon because everything is set up. So now if I level up, we're going to level up the Bane of the Murmur card, or actually we'll just level up the Serration on a different weapon. We'll put it on the Vectus. We're using, where's my Serration? This one right here. This is the Serration we're using. And I'm going to go and level up that card. This is the same one that's on the bow. You'll see it will ask you if you want to remove the item because it exceeds the capacity of that other weapon. So whereas the cards are universal, if you own one you can put them on every weapon, you want to be careful with the fact that you might get a new weapon, put that mod card on, level it up, and you have now taken it off of a different weapon that you could be favoring. Like, yeah. So having 2 of every card is nice because you can put it, you can mix match it and have different variety of level and different strengths for it. Because not every weapon has the same compatibility with mod upgrades and stuff like this. Yeah. The top right corner. I'm sorry, this is very confusing. I was not prepared to explain things. But, yeah. And then, of course, you probably already recognize, like, primary mod cards don't go on secondary weapons. And secondary weapons don't, mod cards don't go on melee weapons, and vice versa. Yeah. Yeah, you can switch out the mods to others. Yeah. If the capacity allows for it. I guess that's the basic, most easy way to explain it. So now, going back to the Paris. Fast hands, reload speed, movement speed, Serration. Melee and secondary do have mods, but they don't share the same type of mods. Like, you're not gonna see a rifle mod, the heavy caliber rifle mod here on the availability of a melee. And you're not going to see, like, Killing Blow, which is a melee mod, onto primary bow, you know. Yeah. So you can't put Serration onto a pistol. Yeah. Each type of weapon has different mods that are available for them, but they relatively do the same thing. Yeah, different named mods and stuff like that. So, right, because you can't put a shotgun mod onto a bow. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, and that's the last thing to explain about mod cards, is you'll see right above those little notches here, you will see if it's made for rifles, or if it's made for pistols, or made for shotguns, or made for melee, or daggers, and stuff like that. Yeah. So, the next thing to pay attention to is damage type, where if you hover over like impact or puncture or slash in the Mark I Paris, it will tell you what it's highly effective against. So like for the impact, it'll be really good against Corpus shields, moderately effective against Grineer and Proto shields. So different status types are good for different types of enemies. Like this one, Slash is really good for Infested, but it's moderately effective for Grineer. So setting up your weapons for the type of mission you're going into based on the faction, and you can easily see which faction a mission is by going into a mission. Oh, whoops. The navigation thing, and for instance, for Earth, you can click this. It'll tell you, it says Grineer right underneath defense. So I would be using more is it puncture? Oh, whoops. Yeah. Now the cool thing about how mods or status mods work in this game is, say you have heat damage, right? We take heat, put heat on there. Now we've increased how much heat damage it does, which is highly effective against infested, blah blah. Heat status effect sets enemies on fire. It stacks multiple times, reducing the armor with each stack, and does more damage per every stack. But say you put the opposite of heat with a heat mod card. Heat plus cold will create, instead of using hot and cold, it will turn it into blast damage. So putting two mods of two different types of status chances or status effects together creates a completely different status effect. So this is blast, which is, again, heat and cold damage together, highly effective against machinery and fossilized infested, and it does a different thing. It reduces enemy gun accuracy up to 75% with multiple stacks for a short duration. Yeah, exactly. So if you were to put, say, like heat and poison together, or toxin, because it's not. Heat and toxin creates gas. And gas is highly effective against infested and infested flesh. Produces gas clouds that deal damage to all enemies within 3-meter radius. Yeah. Some weapons, like the Paris currently, have certain status effects built into the weapon. So like impact, puncture, and slash. But if we were to go to like the Onos, which is the weapon, my secondary, it's got heat naturally built into it just right off the bat. Oh no, it's just got puncture right off the bat. So you can benefit by stacking. And yeah, you can go onto like Google or something and type in element chart, or even I think you could click tutorial. Yeah, if you press R2 while looking at upgrades / mods, which or is your right trigger, I think it is, it will specify more in depth everything I just explained. It'll tell you the rarity of a card, the drain, the polarity, the item it's for, the fusion of how many times it's upgraded, if it's equipped or not, the name, and its upgrade availability. And then, come on, does it go through status effect? Polarity, fusion. No, it doesn't do that one. So, yeah. So it's not just about having the mod cards leveled up. It's pairing the mods for the type of weapon and pairing the mods for the type of mission. Like, if it was a defense mission versus Grenier, yeah, you can put heat with lightning. Every status effects can go together to make a new one. So heat plus electricity will create radiation. Radiation, highly effective against Grenier, alloy armor, and infested sinew. So radiation is really good for piercing through armor. And it causes everything nearby after getting hit confusion damage. Yeah. And what you can do is you can put more than one status effect onto a weapon. So like, this is heat and electricity. I'm gonna put cold. Boom, I put cold on there. Now it's got radiation and cold together. And then I'm gonna put toxin. I'll put toxin damage on there too. Boom. Oh, no, I don't. I can't because I no longer have capacity to do it. Yeah. And then, for specifically melee, there is a card called Condition Overload, which you will soon get if you don't have it already. It increases melee damage per status type affecting the target. Yeah. So so damage output stacks and, yeah. Usually what you would do, so if this weapon, the Mark 1 Paris, has really good puncture damage, I would top it off with even more puncture damage, just to give it an increase of what it already has to increase its number higher. So I'm gonna put piercing hit, and then I'm gonna upgrade piercing hit all the way. Boom. Max level, 90% increased puncture damage. So the percentile is based on the original damage that it has. So 99.2, 90% of 99.2 is what has added to that puncture damage. It's a little bit of math there, but yeah. So now, if I were to put serration on there, on top of that high number, serration, is it spelled S-E-R? 60% increased damage. We'll add it to all of the overall numbers of impact, puncture, and slash. So I just increased its puncture damage to 262 as opposed to 99.2, and now I do 308.2 overall damage with these things. Now, you will see right above the damage types, like impact, puncture, and slash, you have the number status. The higher the status chance, values over 100% have a chance to inflict multiple status effects in one shot. So with a low status chance, you'll see that you're going to be shooting more shots in order to get the effects that you want, like fire and ice and all that stuff, and it stacks on top of each other. But the higher status chance equates to not having to shoot as much and having more activate at one time. So in this instance, the bow, I'm not necessarily worried about status chance, because the firing rate and the accuracy and the reload speed is extremely high. So it's just pew, 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 and next thing you know, they're cold, they're burning, they're, you know. But, say for like a melee weapon, it would be different, because if you had that status chance really, really high, like 100%, one single punch with a super high heavy attack will add all the damage together, add all of the status chances in one hit, and allow you to just move on to what you're doing. So for instance, why I'm doing so much current damage on this melee weapon itself, not just because its overall base damage output is really high, it's because I have the melee damage plus 135, and the critical chance is 200%. And critical chance makes it to where its maximum damage output can be achieved with less shots, based on how frequent you could get those critical chances up. So values over 100% have a chance to become big red critical hits that can ignore armor and things like that. So weapons, naturally, you want to pay attention to. Some weapons will start with very, very low critical chance, but have a really, really high status chance. And so you want to focus around that. So the higher the critical chance, the more you want to focus on critical chance output. But the higher critical chance, or the higher status chance, you want to focus on status output. Some weapons are good for base damage. Some weapons are really good for crit. What do I personally focus on? I'm a melee character. I absolutely love well, actually, for the longest time, I played as Hydroid. Hydroid here is all about enemies becoming more vulnerable to corrosion damage. So I mainly used weapons that influenced corrosion damage on top of Hydroid, because corrosion strips enemies of armor constantly and allows you to, or it allows them to take more damage per shot. So I don't remember what corrosion was made out of. I think it's toxin and electricity. Oh, whoops. Yeah. But for the case of my Ash, most of his abilities is all about getting up close and personal and punching people. So at a really fast rate, and teleporting and assassinating them from behind. Plus I have an extra move on him that allows me to teleport to an enemy and automatically use my heavy attack. So I pair ability strength with heat damage. Let's look at, where is denote him? Here we go. This is viral damage, slash damage, blah blah blah. Do I not have a heat damage output on this weapon? Oh, no, I was talking about my Onos. Onos is heat damage. Heat and radiation is usually what I like to focus on, relatively, because heat will set them on fire, causing them to panic, which reduces their armor, and then radiation causes all of the enemies to attack each other, so they're not just focused on me. And it's really good for Infested, and it's really good for Grenier. So Corpus, I don't really deal with the Corpus much, but so setting up all 3 of your weapons to do different status effects overall allow you to be versatile in fighting all 3 of the main factions. So like if I set up my Paris here to do everything that would be really good against Grenier, and then have my secondary weapon to be everything good against Corpus, and then my melee weapon be everything good against Infested, you can go through all 3 of those types of mission sets and just switch the weapon per what situation you're going through, you know. For this specific aspect of or for this specific Warframe, Ash's passive ability is increases bleed damage and longer bleed status effect. So setting up a weapon that has high amount of slash damage will work hand in hand with the bonuses of Ash, which I completely stopped paying attention to. I don't know why, because oh yeah, that's because I started focusing on heavy attack and all that stuff. So logically, it's really good to find well, first off, it's good to level up every weapon that you physically get your hands on. It's really good to level up mods that you feel comfortable with that are going to benefit fighting against all 3 of the main factions. And then it's all about finding a Warframe that calls to you. You know, I personally like invisibility, I like stealth, I like assassinations, I like not being seen and thus not being focused on and not being attacked. So most of the ones I use have invisibility, like Ivara or Ash, or that's it. I really use Ivara and Ash, and I haven't really been using Ivara much. Yeah. I know players who absolutely love punching people to death, so they use a person called Atlas, who is all about fists. He's all about, he's an earthbender. He makes rocks, he punches people with his main ability, landsliding, creates allies to help him out in battle. He can strengthen his armor based on picking up rubble, turning people into rubble. The monkey Warframe. Oh, Wukong. Wukong was my first prime. This guy right here. He is absolutely wonderful. Did he take long? It depends. Like, for Wukong, you get the pieces through a location in a clan. You can only build him through a clan. So, like, watch this. If I'll actually take you to where I'm talking about, a dojo. So you go in. If you don't have a clan, you can join mine if you want. I'll help you out. I can help you level up, get your stuff done, go through missions. I have no problem with it. I only got like 6 people in my clan. It is crossplay, yeah. I just need your Warframe account name, your gamer tag, and I can send you an invite. And we could totally run and do some missions together. Just know that I don't have a level 1 Warframe right now. I would, but I haven't built one in a while. But I will use level 1 weapons, so we're on the same page of strength and all that stuff. Because I don't want to be running around one-shotting everything while you're pricking people to death. You know what I mean? So I will ability scale. And this is my dojo. This is my... Well, this is the main room of it, I guess. It's very gold. Very shiny. Yeah. So I'm gonna take you over to... And then this is my cemetery. Rest in peace, Slim Brown. I gotta bow to Slim Brown. Slim Brown was a cat that I had, or that we had IRL, who sadly passed away as a kitten. It was one of my favorite kittens. Anyway, it's still in progress. This whole room here is dedicated to honoring those who have passed on. Moving on. Slim Brown. Yep, he was a tiny little slim kitten. We called him Slim Brown. We are still in the works of completing a lot of the decorations and filling things. There's a lot to do. But there's some benefits to being in a clan. One of them being having access to research facility. And in the research facility, you can spend credits to get new weapon types. And lucky for you, we have all of the Wukong research done. So all you need to do is replicate the blueprint and build the pieces, and you can have Wukong relatively soon. If you want to look me up on Warframe, how do you get the pieces? Oh, you just come on over here into the research facility. You click on Wukong research or the systems research or your optics or chassis, and you just click replicate blueprint, and you just purchase it for 15,000 credits. So 15, 30, 45,000 total credits to get... No, it's 65,000 credits total to get all of Wukong. Get all the pieces. But, yeah. Wukong was my first prime Warframe, and I absolutely fell in love with him until I got Ash Prime. What's up, man? How you doing? Okay, go back to Ash Prime. Put my weapons back on. Actually, I didn't have a weapon activated, did I? No, I didn't. Oh, and the last thing to explain when it comes to weapons is that you have multiple configurations for weapons. So each configuration is just new space to put different types of mods on. So you can have like config A being built to kill Grenier. You can have config B built for killing infested, and you could have config C set to something else. So it gives you range of opportunity to test and try new things and have different builds for each different type of weapon. Like, for instance, I'm always using configuration B on this weapon because it's my heat damage output one. And then configuration C is nothing because I haven't done it. And configuration A was an experiment that went wrong, so I'll get rid of that too. Can you join my clan? Sure. I mean, I need your gamer tag. Yeah. Clan management. Actually, no. Just invite members. Player name. Oh, I have to enable cross-platform. Hold up. How do I do that? Enable cross-platform clan. Sure, you want to enable and cross-platform clan to send invites to players from other platforms, and advertisement will be visible to them. Yes, there we go. Now let me invite members. There you go. I sent you the invite. And then, Jay Bro, you want to also be invited? I need your gamer tag as well. You're gonna want to go to, you're gonna press start, then you're gonna go to communication, then you're gonna go to either clan or inbox. It might be an inbox, and it should be either a message in the inbox or you press R1 or right bumper to either look at your pending requests or your friends and stuff like that, I think. Yeah. You still there, Jay, bro? Ironically, my name is also Jay. Haha, that's hilarious. It's so bright. I'm gonna go chill in my living quarters. Oh, it's still not done. Forgot about that. I need to decorate it. Of course, I need more plastids. When do I not need plastids? I hate plastids. Don't mind me just donating to my decorations so that I can alright, this was this. So that my decorations will be colored and a physical thing as opposed to just this incomplete mess. A lot of resources. Yeah, all of the... Once the clan research has been complete, everyone can walk up and get the blueprints. And we have completed quite the amount of research. So, real quick, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to invite you into my game. Because you don't have a clan key, I don't think. You have to build the clan key in order to enter the dojo on your own. So, but if we're together in one group, you can piggyback off of my access to the dojo. So, give me 1 second to do that, or to do this, and then I will look you up, send you a friend request, and sail you over to the dojo. Making friends. Damn. Oh, those decorations are already done. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, those are done too. Alright. At least those are going to be done. I need more plastids. Oh, and that. There. Like my little room. My room looks dope. Okay. Beautiful. Alright. What is your, mastery rank, friend? It would be in your top left corner of your screen when you highlight your profile. Right up here.
Whatever that vessel wants you to do, I'm certain it's somehow connected to that smudged cliff.
5 as well. Okay, good. Good. Surprised J Bro just kind of disappeared. So let me... Oh, whoops. The clan. Have you accepted the... Okay, you did. Okay. I see. Alright, I'm gonna add you as my friend. I sent you a friend request. I think you just press start and then press square, I think. I'm not too certain. Oh, great. Now my phone's being all dumb. Did you get my friend request? Oh, you said you think you did it? Okay. Communication, friends. Endure online. It still says pending. You want me to send you another one? Accepted it. What the hell? Okay, can I invite? I sent you an invitation into my game. Alright, I'm gonna wait for you to show up. Hello. Nice. And then we're gonna go to the dojo. Home sweet home. Press start and then press your equivalent of square. I don't know what it is. To vote on the mission. There we go. Yes, our clan is named Bald. Ballin' ass lame dudes. That's what it is. And I'm proud of it. Hell yeah. Bald Squad, man. I'm in charge of the decorating and running the clan, and one of my buddies is in charge of naming things. So there's a lot of memes. Give me like 20 seconds. I have to go let the dogs inside, and then I can either give you a tour, or you can go and explore for yourself, but give me 1 second. If you want to hit the fast travel, okay, so if you press your start button and go to fast travel, you can click Tenno Lab, and that's where you can go get the blueprints for what you're seeking. Yeah. Thank you. This is Ash. Ash Prime. Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, this room is essentially, spawn room, big chillin'. We got the bat computer. It's not really a bat computer, but it's essentially what it is. If you want to donate resources to the dojo itself, you can... Hold up. Who? Right, I forgot. We're on like a 5-second delay up in this bitch. So, following me in 5 seconds, you can head on over You can head on over here to donate resources, called the vault, or you can head on through to, where'd you go? You probably went upstairs already. No, you didn't go upstairs. Weird. Oh, you're in the... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You did go upstairs, you just fast traveled to it. Yeah. I tried to make the dojo as least complex as possible. Exactly, you get it. I'm gonna be putting a lot more in here, it takes a lot of fucking resources and time to develop things. There are teleporters in main rooms, not this one, but if you keep on heading this way. Oh yeah. Okay, so the first floor is all about like reactors and the main spawn room and chillin' and the cemetery. The second floor, which is what we're on, is all about the labs where you can get all your research done. Each of these main rooms here, or these little offshoot rooms here, are different laboratories where you can get different weapons and things like that. Continuing past those, you have, if you go straight from this point, you have the operations room where you can choose your missions and you can mess around with your warframes and all that good stuff. Now, if we take a left, or technically a right now, coming this way, you will see this pathway is a long hallway. That elevator leads you up to the living quarters and stuff, but we're not going to go up there as the third floor yet. This room is the obstacle course race, where you can practice your parkour and your movement and get good at aim gliding and wall jumping and sliding and running and bullet jumping and try to beat people's times. You can see there's a clan best here. You walk up to this little pedestal and you press, or not the pedestal, this little thing right here, and you can start the obstacle course if you want to run it. I'm gonna do it real quick. Because there's no time set for this week. Oh boy. No. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Okay. 33 seconds. Could have done better. Alright, moving on. This... Yeah. You look like a Power Ranger. Are you using Excalibur? Oh, you are. Wonderful. Wonderful. Excalibur is also what I chose. With the bow. Nice. I wish I could see your pet, but we'll see it during a mission, if we do missions, if it comes to that. Alright, moving on. Going across the way. This is the... Again, same as the other way. There's another elevator, takes you to the same spot. The other elevator takes you just to the next floor. They're connected. This is the railjack, and that's my ship. This is the hangar. We can go flying in ships and stuff like that, and do those missions later. But, yeah. I try to make it as simple and easily navigable as possible. And then continue this way, and you have the space where you can research the Warframe named Dagath. She's the Headless Horseman Warframe that came out with the Halloween update of last year. You can come on up to this pedestal, and you can get all the research pieces and all that stuff. Yeah.